Hey YouTube, what's up? And JT Sasuke. I'm here to bring you my review for One Piece. So jumping right into this one. So basically, we start off with the bird cage closing, and people are starting to realize that. People are yelling, "Run towards the center!" And actually, what ends up happening is we get to see that the bird cage is not slicing through buildings; it's literally dragging them along. We also get to see the other pieces of like Luffy's allies. So the guys with the Hippo army, when they see the bird cage closing in, he tells his people to he tells everybody there, get the injured guys and get them on their feet. We're not gonna sit here and just wait for death. Meanwhile, Baby Five is like, this is the true, this isn't the true danger of the birdcage, my dear. And then on the inside, she's just all fluttered with happiness because she has a husband now, or a fiance, I should say. So after that, we get into Zoro and Kimino. And Kimino's like, hey Zoro, Zoro don't know exactly where we're going. He said, I told you we're going to stop that. So that implies that Zoro and Kimino are going to stop the birdcage. So that's interesting. I can't wait to see that. But then we get into Gear Force. Well, actually, right before we get into Gear Force, Cavendish and we see Cavendish and Law. So the Tontadas are gone. They find Leo stitched up his arm, and she was in, I guess her name, the princess, is able to, Montri, there we go. She was able to heal up his arm just a little bit, and then they bandaged it up, and they left. Cavendish is still there. Uh, so yeah, when Cavendish was like, you know what, when I was down in the when he said he went down in the transportation, when he went down in the trading docks, and he was a toy, he thought to himself that if Law and Luffy beat Doflamingo, the entire world would feel his defeat, and that they would become the center of attention, the eye of the storm. And not Doflamingo, Law was like, yeah, that's what we're aiming for. So that also says a lot to me. I think Cavendish, in a way, is going to be very jealous of Luffy beating Doflamingo. That's something that I think going to be jealous of. But we get into Gear Fourth. Okay, Gear Fourth. It's fucking amazing. So basically, what Luffy does is he makes his body bouncy, and he uses his elasticity to become bouncier and give him more versatility, I guess. So he takes a deep breath in, and I guess it looks like he was blowing into his arm, but either way, he was able to make his entire body huge. And he's covering all of his arms and his legs with armlet hockey. He ends up hitting Doflamingo with a couple of attacks. Doflamingo actually thinks that it's a joke, and so he gets punched in the fucking face and gets sent flying. When I say sent flying, I don't mean, oh yeah, he flew a couple yards. I mean, he flew all the way into the Midtown. Like, that was a powerful ass punch. Like, Luffy hit him with Gomu Gomu no. I think it was Kong Cannon or Kong Gun, and his hand actually shrunk inside his arm and then extended out and punched him in the face when he got up close to him. And that part, like, Doflamingo blocked it, yeah, but he still got his shit rocked. And then Luffy was basically pulling a Sanji and kicking off the air, essentially flying. And after that, he came up on Doflamingo, drop kicked him with an attack that I can't remember. And after drop kicking Doflamingo, which was funny because right before he got drop kicked, everybody was like, oh my god, hey, it's Doflamingo, what are you doing here? He was like, yeah, I like to ask myself the same fucking question. Everyone was like, run away, it's Doflamingo. Doflamingo was like, this man is just a piece of rubber. But to be so powerful is freaking crazy. So he talks about how he basically using the elasticity as well as armament hockey to increase his strength and his, like I said, his movement and stuff like that. But he was able to use that to create strength while keeping his speed. And Doflamingo gets drop kicked, and then Luffy bounces away, which I think is going to be a funny moment in the anime. And then after that, Luffy actually tries to use a cavalry gun, but it misses. Doflamingo comes up and he uses hamstrings and kicks Luffy, and that's when he realizes it doesn't work because Doflamingo, so he's still a rubbery substance even with Armament Haki. And Luffy's like, you really think that's gonna work? And then it hits him with the cavalry cannon and rocks the living shit out of Doflamingo. And that is where the chapter ends. So, this was a pretty good chapter. My only disappointment with Gear 4th is not the power. I'm glad that he had that kind of power. It's just the form. I thought, because we all know that Zoro is more muscular than Luffy, so I thought he would have looked kind of like the way Zoro is built naturally. Him looking more like Nightmare Luffy just kind of puts me off a bit visually, but at the same time I can't complain because it still looks pretty BA, and he is just extremely powerful, and that's all we can really ask for. So thank you guys for watching. Comment down below, tell me what you guys think. Let me know how you feel about Gear 4th and what it looks like. Subscribe and like the video if you did, alright? Bye guys.